Hello and welcome to Non-Refundable. I'm your host, Kat. With me today, it's Josh Clickright and it's Jason Lewis.
It's a real pleasure.
Cool. Yeah.
How you boys doing?
Wonderful.
I'm
How are you, Ben?
Yeah, it's fucking hot in here.
Oh, Christ.
It's really not that hot at
I'm
all.
sat on the radiator.
That's your own
I'm not happy
prerogative.
that you've rearranged where we're sitting this week.
And yet, you are in full, sweatpants, hoodie, jumper.
F&F.
F&F, yeah.
Stinks of F&F.
Stinks of
Sainsbury's.
F&F. No, Sainsbury's is 2. F&F is Tesco.
What the fuck is F&F?
Clothing range from Tesco.
Francis and Francine or some shit.
The problem with Josh is if it's not a high-end brand, he doesn't care.
Oh, I see.
He lives off Zara.
Yeah.
Oh, there's not a high-end brand,
Well,
is
there's a
it?
high-end brand for us to shop at F&F, alright?
Sorry, Ben.
I'm still kind of like George Asda.
No, I think Laura buys your clothes, don't she?
George Asda, yes.
Yes, she does. Yeah.
We say, yeah, you took the piss out of that with me earlier.
Yeah, but look at the state here.
I'm wearing all
Sorry,
black.
I can't see you. Yeah, but look at it.
It's very slimming, isn't it, all black? That's why you look
Yeah.
very slim right now.
Could do with a D-bobbler on the trousers, but we won't talk about it.
Yeah. I got one in the car.
Do you sell those, do you?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sell you anything, mate.
Fucking Del Boy, aren't you?
He would sell anything. In the height of lockdown, he was selling hand sanitizer for like £30 a bottle.
No, you weren't.
It was flying, mate.
He went.
Dettol wipes. Whew.
Please tell me you're joking.
He was one of those people.
Oh, I made so much money from it.
He was one of those people that went to the shop, emptied the shelves.
I was going to Waitrose, 6 bottles of Carex. I was paying, £1 each. And before I got out of the shop, I'd sold 6 bottles for 40 quid.
Is that real?
That's real.
This
That
isn't a joke.
was gone.
Is it?
Dettol wipes, I was getting 20 quid a pack.
I'm starting to regret starting this show with someone who has profited off the deaths of millions
I
of
tell
people.
you would have done
Who
it.
hasn't? Who hasn't? Let's be
Well,
honest.
not me.
You reckon
I bet
shit-
you
Have
ate out.
you?
Did you eat out to help out? You profited. Yeah.
Hey, that
He was
food
eating out to help
expo.
out before he was in the restaurants. He's that much of a ladies' man.
Cool. Legend.
Anyway, what a fantastic intro that was.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's
boys,
great,
how
it's
you doing? What have you been up to, Josh?
I've been to Amsterdam since.
Yes. I
Not-
get the sense that you want to talk about that.
Yeah, not my place.
Not your place.
Not my place.
So, first question, why'd you go?
I went with a friend of mine who is a big fan of Amsterdam and smoking, and I got a little bit high.
Ooh.
Had some edibles, and the other guy we went with almost died.
Okay, I've got some questions.
Yeah.
Me too.
What did he almost die of? What did he take?
He had a edible red velvet cake. Yes.
Surely all red velvet cake is edible.
Prick. Edible with
This is an episode of
Yes.
is it cake
He's
or
got
not?
him. He's got him.
prick.
Sorry.
Edible with marijuana in it. Okay.
Marijuana.
The Sweet Mary Jane.
Yeah,
familiar.
that's the one.
Yeah.
And he
The
was
devil's
asleep,
lettuce.
and then he just propped up with his eyes wide open and said, "I need to go to the hospital now." And then,
did he?
no, we didn't allow it.
Oh,
They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him.
we wouldn't let him.
Accessory to murder.
And he started shaking, and
Oh.
he was going, and he just stopped.
So that seems like the
Maybe
time
it's-
when you would take someone to hospital,
I
really.
would have, didn't know the number. Didn't know the
Google
number.
is
just-
work. So
It's
Yeah,
112, isn't it? That's
is that Europe? Oh yeah, I think it's a European one.
Europe,
Isn't it?
Easy.
I went 9. It wasn't there, so
Wrong country.
yeah.
Okay, well,
But, and then he made, so it's a big story, but that happened a couple of times and he just went quiet and then he woke up and done the great escape. Just ran out the room. I was crawling up the corridor, so we had to drag him back in.
crawling up the corridors, what? Like The Exorcist?
Yeah, it was
Just
mental.
doing it like a backwards crab walk.
And we had to pull him back in and put a chair in front of the door. Bit prisonery. And then covered him up.
Covered him up. Just covered up the
Covered
body.
him up with a little,
More about it later.
duvet. And then,
It sounds like you just kidnapped this man and then...
he's alright now, though.
drugs.
He's
Oh, he is,
alright
yeah.
now, yeah. He didn't die.
Is he still friends with you?
I wasn't friends with him in the
Oh,
first
okay.
place.
Well,
Yeah, he went with a friend and a stranger.
It's,
Yeah, that's why I didn't call the police, because
yeah, you
I wouldn't have known him anyway.
It's only a stranger.
What's his full
What's
name?
his name?
Don't know.
I haven't got a clue. How old is he? Don't know. Is he breathing? No.
He was breathing. We made sure of that. At one point I thought he wasn't, but he was. And then he just kept waking up going, "Ah!" And then falling back to sleep.
That's just a wet dream.
And then,
So did you take that same, cake?
yes, I was high at the same time.
But you didn't...
No, but I was hitting the peak of it. And then I was sat with my friend Kyle, and he goes, "You can go to bed now if you want." And I just turned over, I was asleep within seconds.
So
were you taking turns watching him?
We were both watching him to see if he died. And then we would have called the police.
What did you say, please?
All right, ambulance, same shit, innit? And so we were watching him, and he goes, "You can turn over and go to sleep if you want." I was gone. I was asleep straight away, snoring my ass off.
That's
Also,
brilliant.
they hated me because I was snoring the whole holiday.
Oh, mate, you should go away, Ben. It's
Mate,
fucking
I
horror.
am the best snorer.
We went to London to watch the squash 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And we shared a hotel room. Awful hotel room, by the way.
Oh, it was terrible.
Awful. One of the worst hotel rooms I think I've ever stayed in.
You have a shower, you just flood the room.
Yeah, it was a wet
Yeah.
room, right? But it was like, you know, like wet rooms, the floor's meant to be like down
Yeah.
slightly,
It
so the
sloped.
water goes like,
It
nah.
like sloped like the other
It's like,
way.
yeah, it was sloping out of the room. The view out the window was just like nothing.
It was like
a brick wall.
urban, like brick wall. Like, what a view.
But he, when we went, and then when it comes to going to sleep, honestly, it's like a motorbike in your bedroom, like what the Harley Davidson's like 4 or 5
Honestly,
of them.
I'm the worst ever.
And
Fuck it, no.
it was hours I was trying to get to sleep.
Have you ever been listening to someone snoring and you just start crying? I've often
I
had that.
was there, and then that night he finally fell asleep, or finally stopped snoring. Sorry, I was like, brilliant! This is my chance to go to sleep. This is my window of opportunity. Lying there, need a piss, and I was literally like walked to the toilet, like, oh my god, and I was having a wee. And I come out of the bathroom and I just hear him snoring. I'm like, this is the worst
mate.
day of my life. And also, the beds were on wheels. And we were like, both beds were just moving all over the place. It was just awful.
All over the place.
All over the place.
All night he was just moving about.
Oh yeah, the bed was one of the slimmest beds I've ever slept on. I kid you not, I was probably 1 inch less wide than the bed.
Yeah,
If I had turned, I'd have just gone off the bed.
So he was just on his back the whole night, mouth one open, and just. It was
I gotta say,
the worst.
The previous year when I watched the squash with a friend of the show, Will, I woke up and I just had like a fucking load of bric-a-brac like on the bed that Will had just thrown at me during the night. I had like hangers and clothes and belts and like beer cans that he just thrown at me.
Yeah, when I was there, he goes, I've been throwing shoes at you all night. I didn't wake up once.
When we were kids, I used to go sleep around Josh's.
Oh, brilliant.
He'd have to leave the room, wouldn't you? You'd end up going to sleep downstairs or something.
Yeah.
Because my snoring was so bad.
Or you'd be downstairs and I'd lock myself in my room.
Yeah. Just in case in my sleep I come back up.
And you'd piss yourself.
And yeah, a lot. Anyway,
Yeah.
so my question.
Anyway, back to Amsterdam.
Back to
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
my question about Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Right. So you went there. Obviously, you dealt some weed and all that kind of stuff. Did you take in any of the sites? You know, did you go to Anne Frank's museum?
I went.
Did you go to the Sex Museum? Did you go to the Ajax Stadium?
No, weren't allowed.
What do
Did
you mean
you-
not allowed?
Did you have lovely, you know, authentic?
I'll
Dutch
tell you what
food?
authentic Dutch food I had. The first night we went to an English pub,
Yep, natural.
had a hamburger.
Yep.
And then the rest of the holiday I had KFC and McDonald's.
Wow, you're a real classy guy.
Yeah,
He's really
it
breathing
was
in the
brilliant. I
sights
went
of
to Anne
Amsterdam.
Frank's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she in?
I'll tell you what, bloody lovely house. I thought, no wonder she fucking stayed there so long.
Massive fucking attic, isn't it? You know,
This,
really
no, but
roomy.
this is it's like
Sweet everything. Yeah, it's
about a
everything you could need to
five-story
stay
house.
for about 3 years.
It
It was lovely, that place.
Mental.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go in it because it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
Imagine being jealous of Anne Frank's house.
It was beautiful,
That is how
mate.
bad our generation has it. That we can't afford big houses.
Mate,
And we
Come from the guy who lives in a 4-bed detached house
Fuck
and
off.
uses 2 rooms.
Sorry.
But you know,
And we're still
left.
jealous of Anne Frank's house.
yeah.
Mate, honestly, you should see it's beautiful.
Yeah. Where should we? Ask we should
Red-
go somewhere. Where should we go?
You said that we should go to Amsterdam. Was it you? I can't remember. One of
We
you.
should
said
do.
we should go.
We can go to Red Light District.
I'd rather not, actually.
No, honestly, they're unreal.
Did you go there?
I walked through it.
Yeah.
And they all rejected him.
Yeah. I knocked on the door and I said that. I knocked on the door.
And
don't go Blue Light
back
District.
in 5 minutes.
Just close the curtain in my face.
Turn the lights off. Act like they was home.
They just said there's not enough money in the world. Nah, but honestly, it's weird because there's a red light district where there's all of them.
Yeah, we know.
And then there's a
orange
little.
red light district and a green red light
I
district.
don't know about that, mate.
All right, man. Now calm down.
But there's another little road, and there's like normal houses, and then you have a red box where there's just a prostitute showing
In a
herself and shit,
box.
In a box.
or just in a
Like a
window.
phone box.
Yeah, I guess so. Just in like the basement of a house.
Or did you just fuck her in the phone box in front of everyone?
I don't fucking know. I didn't do it, Jason.
Oh,
And then you'd have another house, and then there'll be another red
imagine
light.
living in that house where you've got prostitutes either side of you. Not even Ipswich.
God, legend. But it's weird. We should go.
Were there any like weird sex shows?
I didn't go to
I
any.
hear that's the thing.
That's what I think I'd want to watch.
Yeah,
I do that.
I wanted to because apparently you don't have to speak to anyone. You just put €2 in there. You just go in and watch and a granny
In a dark room.
rock herself off.
Did you guys ever hear about?
Okay,
Did you guys ever hear about the glory hole story in Amsterdam?
Yeah, I've heard that.
You wouldn't have heard it, would you, Ben?
God, then tell me the
No,
good
I
story.
can't
Go on,
remember
Jason.
fully.
Just slow.
But
Just-
it was
short.
a husband and wife.
No.
Yeah, they both went to Amsterdam with their families for a hen party and a stag do. So, fiancés. So the girls went to Amsterdam and the boys went to Amsterdam. And was it something like the bride's dad went with the groom's party, and he went to a glory hole.
I see where this is going.
They went to a glory hole and got sucked off. It was amazing. And then you could both have an option to see who it was. And then they'd done it. It was his own daughter.
Mm.
Isn't that brilliant?
That was Jason's dad.
So would you reckon? Should you go again? Should us three go?
I'll go with you guys.
Or should we go somewhere different? Where should we go?
Would you want us to go on the sort of stuff that you had? Because
Yeah, you'd love it.
No, I wouldn't love it. I would hate it. I would probably go mental and like start tearing off my own skin.
I only had half and I was gone.
Okay.
But we'd have to do it in a hotel room.
That's just not
So
my sort
there's
of
three of
jam.
us here.
No, it's
apart
not
from
my-
Josh now, but the three
It's
of
not
us here
my
never
type
done
of jam either.
But you went. I mean, I didn't go. But also, I'd need both of you to watch me.
Ah, fuck. I'm not sharing a hotel room with you. You can fuck right off.
What? No.
I'm
but-
staying in a different hotel
I know,
altogether.
but I'm just saying, if I took drugs and went mental, I mean, you both couldn't stop me, let's be honest. But like I'm saying,
Oh, look at him, fucking four next to us.
I need both of you at least to watch me.
I was just wondering if you want to drop your phone a couple more times.
I can't guarantee.
Fingers crossed the microphone hasn't picked up the 17 times I've dropped my phone because I'm sitting away from the desk. But,
Well, should we go to Dublin?
What's there, though? What, we're going to have
why?
Guinness that none of us
Dublin,
drink?
like, why?
He hates the Irish.
Why Dublin?
Perhaps,
Let's go to Amsterdam. It's £80 for a flight. It's a 40-minute flight.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Go
have
for a
time
day.
that.
No, you got to stay for a night. haven't you?
Go for a.
You have to experience much.
Literally,
Norway.
go what? Go Friday, come back Sunday.
I went for 4 days, and I think in total it cost me like 250 quid.
4 days seems quite a lot for a city
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, it was way too
I
much.
done a week in Rome once, and that was far too long. Yeah, I think city breaks. You literally
What did you
are
do
like,
there?
Like,
Why were you there? Bullshit.
Oh fucking hell!
Anyway, so Josh, you've been away.
Why were you there?
I was on my honeymoon.
Oh, right, so
Oh yeah. How'd that go by the way?
Yeah, the honeymoon was great.
Oh, okay.
Marriage, don't know.
Yeah,
What
interesting.
So you've been away.
yeah,
Ben, you've been away
I've
as well.
heard you've been away.
I've been away. Yeah, I've been to Venice. Now
Lovely
Venice-
That
romantic-
doesn't seem like your kind of place.
A lovely
It's not
romantic
place,
I
but
assume with his wife.
No, it was actually with 6 of the lads.
Oh, that's
Six
decent. I don't know
of my
6
best
lads.
mates
So.
from school. We all decided that
Cheers,
we,
mate.
that
Thanks for
would
the invite,
that
mate.
would
Yeah,
visit
yeah,
the.
cheers, mate.
Well, sorry guys,
Best mates from school.
That would
I
just
don't
visit
remember, I don't
the-
remember you spending time with them all through 6th form. Oh.
Well, actually,
Cheers,
I'm
mate,
pretty sure
cheers.
I did. But anyway,
Yeah.
but we just picked the most romantic spot in the world
Yeah.
just to fucking go.
Did you kiss? Or?
No, we didn't kiss, but we did.
I'm sure
like
Paris is more romantic than
no,
Venice.
Paris is a fucking dump. Mate.
Oh, I know it
Apparently.
is, but yeah.
But Venice. Fucking,
Is Rome romantic?
No, dump. Mate. Oh, so you went to Rome. Yeah,
Anyway, sorry,
So
back
Venice,
to you.
yeah,
Bev.
Venice.
it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful
how-
place.
Yeah.
In the winter, is it nice as well?
Fucking freezing cold as fuck, mate. Christ. But fortunately, because there are no cars, you have to walk everywhere. So you walk and you keep warm a bit. But obviously, like, they just built a city on a bunch of fucking rivers. It's the worst place to build a city on.
Yeah.
Well, it's been
it's
standing
all-
for a long time,
It's all
hasn't it?
fucking rivers and canals and stuff. I mean, beautiful.
Yeah. Kind of like Amsterdam, but much on crack. Amsterdam's got loads of canals.
Yeah,
But like yours is on crack.
I'm sure from
like-
Venice, like, honestly, every 30 seconds, you're walking past, go over a bridge. If you're a fan of bridges, mate, this is the fucking place to
Oh,
go.
here we go. This is
Every
me.
30 seconds, bridge. Gotta say, beautiful place.
If you're a fan of suicide, you've got a lot of options, haven't you?
Well, no, because they're pretty shallow bridges, so you just drop 6 feet to the canal.
And then by the time that, you're probably falling on a gondola anyway.
But no, I've got to say, like, it was actually a genuinely really good time. You know,
Yeah.
just like, you know, if you're with people who you really
What can you
like,
do there?
really care about. Sorry?
Just what can you do there? Just
Well, basically, our days consisted of pretty much the same kind of
Bridges.
plan. Find a bridge. Yeah, that's a bridge. Well, no. So basically, we just walk around and we take like a sort of water taxi to some of the other islands because there's all different islands. Basically, walk around, find a bar,
Yeah.
have a couple of drinks, walk around, find another bar, and just keep doing
So it was like
that.
a pub crawl, but
It was like the
On-
world's biggest pub crawl, except that no one got drunk because there's so much walking.
Nice.
So you walk like an hour between pubs, and then you basically sober again. But no, like genuinely, really good, really fun. Also, Venice, right? Venice is like whole kind of like city makeup is basically made of like really like thin alleyways,
okay.
right? If you saw how thin and dodgy these alleyways looked in any other place, you would say, I am not walking down that alleyway. Because it looks like the sort of place that Batman would fucking come, like fucking rappel down and beat the shit out of you. But in Venice, like, that's
Why did
like...
Batman do that?
That's like 80% of like their entire city is just... Honestly, alleyways about 2 feet fucking wide.
How did you fit through?
I was saying, I had to go a little bit sideways for some of them because they were fucking they were tiny.
How'd you go with the locals?
Everything for Italians, right, is just so stressful. Also, I got fucking stopped at the border as well.
Border.
The border. I got stopped at the border.
Because he walks around in a fucking leather jacket.
Leather jacket.
Yeah.
That's why. Leather jacket, skinhead. They're thinking, Christ, he's here to stab some Italians.
Yeah. But fortunately, they stopped me and they asked me some questions, such as, why are you here? And I said, I'm just here with the lads. And also, what is your bag full of? And I said, clothes.
Cocaine.
And basically, their check was, they poked my bag and was like, yeah, that's definitely clothes. And they just let me in. I was like, wow, thank God you're protecting this country, mate.
Brilliant.
Because if I was up to no good, that would have definitely caught me. Fucking hell. We went to this bar on the edge of this beautiful fucking canal. My friend ordered me a beer. The barman opened the wrong beer, right?
Yeah.
Not a big deal. The barman had nearly a fucking mental breakdown. I had to go, mate, I'll have the beer, all right?
Yeah.
And obviously he didn't understand a word he was saying because Ben refused to learn any language.
I don't care that much about but like everything was so fucking stressful
Yeah,
for
fuck.
them. That's like that. Like him opening the wrong beer was like he's gonna basically slit his own fucking throat.
Fuck.
And I'm just like, Christ, this is exhausting, mate. So yeah. Apart from the locals, it was pretty good.
Can I just ask you, does it smell? Because obviously canals.
I would say there was a few times where you walk into a certain place and you get a little bit of a whiff. Apparently in the summer it's worse, clearly. So I would say in the summer, probably does whiff a
It's
bit.
mad that he's just told me all that and I just said, does it smell? Yeah,
It does.
Did Amsterdam smell?
No, it didn't smell like weed. You thought it would. Because you're not allowed to smoke on the street. You can only smoke in coffee shops.
Is it quite civilised? Like,
Yeah,
Do the locals hate?
Does it feel
Tourists.
safe?
it feels very safe.
Yeah,
very safe.
Yeah, because like
We were walking through the parks at like midnight and didn't feel unsafe once. Like,
yeah, because like
I like
even so,
pickpockets,
like
isn't
sort of Venice is obviously just dodgy fucking alleyways everywhere. Because there's no cars. I don't know.
No,
That
yeah.
makes it safer. But like it just
there was a lot of fucking bikes. Almost got killed by
Well,
bikes left, right, and fucking
that's the main
centre.
mode of transport over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I hopped over a fence and then 2 bikes came in. They were like, "Be careful!" That's definitely not their accent.
That was great.
pretty good.
That
That's
was
decent.
really good. Did
Too
rent
busy
bikes?
on your phone. That's definitely
That's
Irish.
Irish.
I was like, all right, mate.
Did you rent bikes?
No, I'm not great on a bike, Jason.
See, I'd like to. If I was there, I'd rent a bike and cycle around.
Oh, look, he cycles.
Oh,
I don't know if you know, but he cycles with
He's
his
like fucking Lance Armstrong.
father-in-law. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I was looking at my
Ex-father-in-law?
Strava app, and I only cycled 8 times last year.
Oh, here we go, flexing on them 8 times.
No, it's bad. It's bad.
It's still 8 times more than me and Josh
Yeah,
combined.
that's 8 times more than I've done in my life.
You know.
Anyway.
Oh, Jace, have you been on holiday?
No. I've been stuck here on my own. I felt very lonely. The period that you two have gone, I had nothing going on in my life.
Anything exciting?
No, well,
Give us something. It's a
I
podcast.
stripped my bed.
Oh my
before I went to work
days.
one day,
Fucking hell.
and then I came back from work, and I forgot I didn't make my bed again, so I got really upset. So I slept 2 nights in a row on my sofa.
Okay, but the real big news is of course, your cat.
Oh, yes. Yeah, thank God you reminded me. So, my cat, my beloved, beautiful cat, Betty.
Yeah. Female cat, by the way.
Female cat.
female
yeah,
cat.
lovely female cat.
Yeah.
Turns out, it's a massive pair of bollocks as a boy.
Yeah, and I found them.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, strange.
Oh, yeah?
I was like washing the cat because the cat fucking pisses on the bathroom floor and then stands on it. So I was washing her feet, and Josh was looking at his her penis for some reason.
As you do.
I was like, are you sure that's a fanny?
Sorry, her penis.
Well,
Well,
There's your first clue, boys.
was looking at her penis. I was like, are you sure that's a fanny? Because that looks like a massive pair of balls. And then we googled it, and it turns out it is a boy.
So,
we're just googling cat vaginas at 1 a.m.
Yeah. It turns
imagine the like FBI agent who's in charge of your guys. He's just asleep at his desk and he goes, "Oh, he's Googling cat vagina."
I reckon the Russians that were tracking it thought, we won't bomb them. Yeah.
He's got bigger problems. He's got to worry about whether it's cats.
We'll spare his life for a few more weeks. It turns out Betty is actually Barry.
So
Benny.
why is this difficult to like get the first time?
Well, I think because obviously when they're first born, it's not really developed that well. And I probably could have checked earlier, but I just sort of
I've never heard of a cat being misgendered.
Well,
I have. My sister's boyfriend, he had one that he thought was a boy called Tom.
Yep.
Ended up being a girl, and they called him Pepper. Her Pepper. Yeah,
and the funny thing is, I was at work and I said it in the office, and there was 4 different stories of other people doing it.
Wow.
And then the funny thing is the next day, I was around some old lady's house, and she was telling me about her cat was like that, and her cat was called Martha. Turned out to be a boy, and they called it Arthur. Which I thought was
Why is that relevant? I'm only joking.
So your cat
is now officially called Barry.
The highlight of my he'll still call Betty.
It's a very masculine name.
We can't call him Betty.
Yeah, I can.
What about Albert?
Betty boy.
No, Barry.
Betty boy.
Barry or Benny, to be fair.
Benny is
Benny's
closer.
pretty good.
Yeah, Betty boy.
Benny McCarthy.
Benny.
Plath.
So that's the highlight of my time whilst you two have been away is
Wow.
I've misgendered my cat and I sat on my sofa for 2 nights because I couldn't be asked to make my bed.
For 2 nights?
2 nights.
You lazy fuck.
Yeah, I was going through some stuff.
I would love to have swapped places with you. It sounds like you've had a lovely time.
Does that still sound better than your time in Amsterdam?
It's up there.
You love my sofa though, don't you?
That sounds a bit bad. Yes, it's comfortable with my knees and my hands.
It's a pretty good sofa. I do like it.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Yeah, so no, I haven't been away because my other 2 friends went away with their other friends.
Yeah, but you have been on your own journey in a way.
Yeah. Journey.
As is your cat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But I've been lied to this whole 4 months that I've had him. Him.
Yeah.
They?
Benny.
So now I know he's got balls though.
You don't want him.
I've got to get him done. So they're big castrated. So do I then? Do I have a transgender cat?
No, it's still a boy even if it's been cut, surely.
Oh, okay.
Well, it is, isn't it? It's not a debate.
Yeah. So Betty boy is what my
Betty boy.
Betty boy.
Betty boy. Not.
No,
can't say that.
So
no. Don't even say what you're going to say,
Yeah.
alright? We'll get
I was going to say Benny boy.
on our second episode. And
Benny Hill, that's what I was going to say.
Benny Hill, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he's pretty cancelled, isn't he, Benny
Yeah.
Hill?
Yeah, everyone from that era.
He was dodgy from the get-go. He didn't even try to hide it.
Jason doesn't know who he is.
everyone knows who Benny Hill is. Do you
Yeah.
remember we
It's
always?
from Only Fools and Horses.
Do you remember we had him all as our ringtone in like year 8?
Yeah, we had to. On that phone that would like flip up.
Oh, yeah,
It would slide up.
Yeah, Sony Ericsson's.
Yeah,
Well, I had the
that's
Samsung one.
Oh.
Side that phone.
Samsung
Do you
Taco.
remember the LG
Taco.
chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, what a phone!
Oh, yeah.
What a phone! Yeah.
You know what phone I really rate? The original Razor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I brought one
the
yesterday.
slimline one. Fucking
What, the
flip
flip
it up.
phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip phone Razor.
Yeah. Motorola Razor.
Yeah, you really like slam it
What
shut.
was the other one?
Flip.
That it was Motorola, and it was a flip phone, but you couldn't just flip it straight away. You had to like pull it down, and then that was like it's like a pebble. I think it was called the
It was
Pebble.
one. Yeah, it was a Motorola Pebble.
Yeah.
Pebble.
What
I've never
phone
heard
that
of a
was.
Pebble.
It was like literally like round, and you get them in odd colours like purple and orange and shit like that. Yeah.
Do you remember the Nokia N-Gage? Do you remember that?
I might recommend
It was
that
like
one.
the buttons are each
You.
side, and you could buy games and put it in.
Oh, it
it.
looked like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Advance.
And you could put little games in it. Oh,
No way.
yeah,
So what
banging,
was the
mate.
phone that literally, I think it must have been in year 7, year 8, that everybody had? It was the one that had Bluetooth and infrared.
Do you remember?
Sony Ericsson,
It
it's
was,
gotta
it
be,
was a
isn't
Samsung.
it?
It was a chunky Samsung.
Well,
it
slide
had a
up.
free kit game on it. Do you remember?
Well, the
And it was
slide
like-
up.
It was like Recam.
I think it was a slide up, yeah.
Yeah, and it was quite fat.
It was quite fat. It was like a Samsung C60 or something like that.
I thought it was S900 or something like that.
Yeah, but it was a chunky one, weren't it?
Yeah.
And
everyone had it.
Literally everyone in
It
the
must have been for
school.
like on sale in Car Phone Warehouse, and everyone
must have
grabbed
been,
it.
we always
but,
Bluetooth each other's songs and like
Yeah,
topless
send
pictures.
Acon to each other.
Infrared.
Just give someone your phone for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Rest of
I
school.
had like a fucking Simpsons ringtone.
Yeah.
And there was always there was that one topless model. What was her name?
Jenna Jameson.
Yeah. We used to share her picture around it there. That would be everyone's wallpaper.
You used to have all the nudes on it as well, didn't you? Yeah.
Just trying to move on. Shall we just move on?
Yeah, let's move on from that.
We all, actually, us three, use the term hung out. We all met up and played football, didn't we, with Jason's son?
Yeah. You knocked him over.
Yeah,
No,
you abused him three times.
I didn't abuse him 3 times, okay. Shall we just start from the beginning? Okay.
Yep.
So did Arthur want to play with us too? Or
Yeah. He knew you were coming. And
us two, or just one of us?
You two. Then you pushed him over twice.
I didn't push him over.
No, he pushed him over and then threw a ball at him and kicked a ball at him.
No. It just so happened
And then
that
grabbed his head and put it into the cage. Be a good boy.
It just so happened that I would try and flick the ball and it would go fairly near him. Didn't touch him. Fairly near him.
The ball.
And then, at the very end, all right, you guys were just at the other end of the thing. I turned around. I heard Arthur running towards me.
Threw him down.
Turned around. Arthur just ran straight into my belly. Fell over. Backwards, hit his head.
Hit his head. We didn't know about the head.
Obviously hit his head. And then I felt bad, even though it was entirely not
And
my
then
fault.
whilst he was down,
Just giving little
Difficulty is he's only just started getting into football.
and now I've just scarred him for life.
now he started liking cricket. Since then.
Yeah. But he's what the problem was you brought ice poles with you, and he was just more obsessed with eating them than he was playing
Well,
football.
who wouldn't be?
So it ended up him just standing there watching us three kick the ball to each other.
Yeah, whilst he had an ice pole.
Yeah,
That's just nice of me, isn't it?
Showing our silky skills.
Yeah.
But I
Who
will
do you
say,
reckon out of the three of us has got the best ball skills?
Between you two.
Me.
It's not me.
You,
Yeah,
the goalkeeper.
you haven't got a left foot.
True. Do you have a left foot?
Yeah, I'm gonna do keepy up his both feet.
Do you have a right
Legend.
foot?
Yeah, is this on?
I could do left foot keepy uppies.
So
And
can
then
I.
Left, right.
100%. I've got better ball control than the two of you.
Says the goalkeeper who
Yeah.
was dropped from a Sunday league team.
Yeah.
Just don't want to bring it up, but
Yeah, that's just because the manager's a cunt.
And now has to travel an hour to his games.
Yeah. If I get picked up by another team, difficulty is they're an hour away. Yeah.
And they're a disabled team, but it's nothing.
But moving back to Arthur playing football, that was 2 weeks ago. The Sunday just passed. I said to him, do you want to play football? And he goes, yeah. Only with you, though. So you've ruined football for him, playing with other people.
So it's not up for the challenge of having two
Yeah.
two guys.
Really not tough enough.
Yeah.
Toughen him up.
No, it's not tough enough. No, but he'll get there.
Yeah,
He'll
it'll be
get
right.
there. Project Mbappe is
When
I
just
think we
really
should lower
try
it a
and-
bit. Project
Morton
And
Gant
Penza.
Pedersen.
I can fend him up.
Hackett
That's
Fenway.
you.
I can fend him up. So just if he wants to just play with you, just say that, and then we'll turn up, and then we'll just kind of season him.
He'll want to leave.
We'll just put in a few Brexit tackles.
Yeah.
2
foot him.
Oh.
Let him know we're there.
Bless him.
Oh,
He
doors.
Little shoulder.
he was upset, bless him, when he almost tripped over and started crying, bless him.
Yeah, he's delicate, my boy.
Yeah, bless him.
It's a-
Cute.
But he'll get there. He'll get there. I mean,
flower.
to be fair, I didn't really start playing football until I was 7. So
Yeah.
And you still can get in the
You're
team
still
then,
shit as
so...
well now, don't you? One day
you two are
hopefully-
real horror. Do you know that? Do you know that?
No, you were good. You were better than me sometimes.
Yeah.
I was the top goal scorer for the under
When-
8s, I think.
Yeah, and then you stopped.
Yeah, Jay Cartwright over here.
Sorry for
I
having
completed you football.
Sorry for having
He
a
had trials for England, but he couldn't do it because of that bum knee.
sorry for having a successful childhood football career.
Living in your dad's shadow.
Well, yeah. He's a fucking semi-pro footballer. Of course I was in his shadow.
Oh, first time learning of this. Who did he play for?
Please know what.
Oh, fair.
He did actually, yeah.
Oh.
For 12 years.
Nice.
Back when they were good.
Yeah. What position was it?
He was like a centre back / a right back.
fair.
defender. Real, old school defender.
Jack Ainsley kind of player.
Old school defender.
Yeah, get out. If in doubt, get out, and then get the ball out.
The guy at Colney's Road behind the stadium was dead.
I've got a good story actually about my dad playing football.
Yeah, go for it. Here's a podcast. Speak freely, mate.
Thank you very much. This is after his actual career had ended, and he's just playing sort of Saturday football. So
Jason does
pretty much. His career never started though.
No,
But so he's probably at this time about 42, 43 years old.
Yeah.
And he's just playing sort of Saturday, league for a friend sort of thing.
Yeah.
As me and my granddad are watching him. And the average age of the team is probably about 18, 19, something like that. So
your dad's a nonce.
Yeah. So basically he's about twice as old as everyone who's playing, right?
Oh, Jason.
And pretty much, yeah. And it's their corner, right?
Yeah.
So my dad, being the kind of old school defender, is basically sitting on the halfway line.
Yeah.
He is the one man who's not going up to attack, right? Their corner comes in, it gets booted out. My dad sees the ball, traps it under his foot. A fucking 19-year-old striker runs towards him. My dad, who has never showed the slightest bit of flair in his life, absolutely drops the shoulder, sidesteps him, fucking hilarious, takes the ball out, another 10 yards, then with his left foot, rockets it to the top left-hand corner, and then just turns and walks off.
That was the biggest.
And just me and my granddad are just going fucking mental. And it's what is this? I've never seen it before. Honestly, that is burned in my brain.
That's great. Oh, imagine being proud of your dad.
That cuts deep for you, Jason. We went to see Jason's dad earlier.
Did you really?
Yeah, we actually
You did as well?
Yeah, we pulled up outside because we were going to the shop opposite, and he goes,
That's the only reason that you were anywhere near your dad.
Yeah. He goes, pull forward so my dad doesn't see us. And I go, come on, let's go see him. We sat in there for 5 minutes, came out stinking of smoke. Yeah, and that was about it.
My dad's not very well.
That's true.
Move on.
Move on. Fucking hell, it was a bit touchy. Fucking hell. He was alright when I was there.
Yeah.
Anything else that you boys have been up to?
Any neighbour disputes you want to talk about?
I had a neighbour dispute.
Oh, funny that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested to hear the full details.
I think we can't go into much detail.
No, we can't go into much detail. A friend of mine,
a lady friend,
has a problem with a neighbour who may or may not have mental problems, and he screams through the floor at her. Anyway, I went to calm the dispute, and I ended up getting punched 2 times in the nose, kicked and scratched. I didn't throw a punch.
Right.
And took him to the ground, and then I don't know if I can say anything else. But
you took him to the ground?
Please tell the bit where you got him in a headlock and then screamed for your girlfriend.
Yep, I got him. I got him in a headlock.
Natural.
Took him to the ground.
Mate, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, honestly.
And then called for
backup.
They came down and that was the end of it.
Rewind
Pretty much,
bit.
I went to the rescue.
Okay, so...
And got beat
so
up.
you punched.
Twice
and
in the
nose. And you seem to have sort of taken it like a champion, really.
Yeah.
So, where did he punch you?
In the nose.
In the nose? Oh, okay. Which is quite a weak spot.
It's got a bruise there.
Nose and
but your nose seems perfectly fine.
Yeah, it wasn't a great punch, to be honest. And then I was getting kicked, but he was like windmilling me. And kicking at the same time. Yeah. And then I just had him.
What's this Bart Simpson you were fighting?
There is a video somewhere. I haven't got it. I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it.
I would also hate to see it as well.
I would pay
but
to see that video.
I've got to say, I'm very impressed that you then withstood this onslaught.
Yeah.
And
then you got him in a headlock, which I've got to say is a very natural kids sort of thing, getting a headlock.
But it was like the other way. His head was down. And I had him like that.
So you got him
like a DDT kind of thing.
Like a guillotine.
Yeah.
Got him in a guillotine fucking choke.
Yeah. See, I've known Josh since I was 4, and it's probably the most unlike Josh I've ever heard in my life.
I'm actually
and I am super impressed that he went and stood up for his lady.
As a martial artist, I'm impressed that you managed to get him to the... Well, sorry to flex on you.
Well, he is, we went to the Commonwealth Games. We went for it in the last episode.
Yeah. I mean, I literally had a fucking competition between last episode that I'm still undefeated, so not to, brag or anything.
We should go watch him at some point.
Please don't. I don't
no,
want to
okay.
Carry on. No, I want to watch you.
Bellies and nods. We'll do that in the background.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I would 100%.
And that's why you're not allowed.
I'd go to the judge and say I'd test him.
But yeah, that's about it. I can't really go into much else.
Because it's still ongoing legal
It
situation.
It is. There is a legal situation.
Cool.
I had my first fight, probably lost, but
But you are currently 1-0. So,
yeah,
you know,
one.
which is more than Jason. You're currently 0-0, aren't you?
I got punched the night out in Norwich
But
once.
I wouldn't ever fight again. He asked me if I wanted to go. I said yes. You might have to cut this out. I said yes, and then I instantly regretted it. It was at the top of the stairs as well, so I could have died. But
Immensely proud of you.
Mate, well done. You get a
thank you.
You get
I definitely lost.
a round of applause. No, you obviously won because you took the punches.
Yeah, I took the punches. Fair.
Who spent the night in the prison cell?
I don't know if you can say that.
Well, you didn't, so you won.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got the moral victory.
I've got the moral victory.
Self-defense victory.
Yeah, self-defense. Anyway,
Okay. Yeah.
I get around a text from Josh about midnight. I'm in bed.
don't tell him what he said.
Just no context, just a picture of him with a bloody nose. And I was like, what the fuck is this all about?
Do you want to see it? Look at the state of me there, but
mate, look at that. That's like the most benign nosebleed.
yeah, it was
Like,
nothing.
That's
like,
a 0 out of 10 on the
That is.
nosebleed scale.
yeah. Like after I wiped it, there was no blood.
Was that even hit like your blood? Was that just his blood?
Oh.
Oh, I hope it was.
Anyway,
I'll tell you that.
But anyway, I actually had a proper fight
Yeah,
a few times. I had one of my recent competitions.
judo.
Judo competitions, yeah, which I had been like prepping for like very, very vigorously.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when I turned up, I was incredibly ill.
What, are we talking? How? What kind of illness?
Not what you're thinking. You're thinking poo.
Yeah.
No, not poo.
Skid butts and his white duvet that he wears.
Which I gotta say, massive problem by the way. If I don't wash my stuff afterwards immediately, a massive brown stain.
No, you can't be saying that.
Of course it does. Yeah.
You shit your pants.
It's not shit. It's just
in your little outfit.
No, it's not actual shit. It's just like obviously brown.
To be fair, men, we just have stuff.
No, you're shitting.
No,
you're not wiping enough, are you?
You've had it many a time. You know.
Yeah, but I don't.
You get sweaty, you wipe it. Anyway.
Anyway, that was not going in. But anyway,
you're a bit too confident.
so I was terribly ill, and this was like the sort of like next step up competition.
So it was like testing yourself.
The first fight I had, because I'm in the big like sort of super fat guy weight class.
Sumo.
So there are some big ugly guys in my class, and the first guy, he must have been about at least 6'6", big,
whole
but
foot taller than you.
probably literally
2 foot tall.
2 foot taller than me. Yeah, he was twice my height.
Fucking hell.
Right. I'm basically looking up at him, just like fucking hell, mate.
How am I going to bring that down?
And then you got on your knees. I mean, anyway.
And
Didn't
like,
need to, is that what
and like as soon as we like locked up, I realised that as I tried to breathe, I couldn't really breathe because I was so bunged up in my kind of nose and throat that I was just like.
And then you got off your knees.
Noise, yeah. And then he pulled his trousers back up.
Yeah.
And they were done.
Yeah, and then we started fighting, and it was even worse.
He wiped the cum from his mouth.
I basically gassed immediately.
How long do these things last for? Is there rounds? Is it
4 minutes maximum? But obviously, this is like grappling. So if you do like 45 seconds of grappling,
is that what we call it these days? Is it?
Yeah. Foreplay.
Yeah,
foreplay in our book.
Foreplay. Yeah. And I'm not quite sure.
It's the bit of the video you normally skip.
Yeah, we were just deciding like how I could pay for the plumbing first, and then basically
he just legged it from the taxi, and then the taxi driver brought him back.
I've got no money to pay for this taxi.
He's stuck in the washing machine.
I looked up at his face, and his face was just like entirely blurred.
He's in detention.
His stepmum had popped around.
It was a mixed gender competition. This, so I beat my stepmum and just somehow managed to kind of to beat him. Weirdly, because like again, this has been fucking nothing to you guys because you're not martial artists, nor do you really care. But I won both of my fights like on the ground.
Okay,
and like I'm very much a stand-up fighter. I don't really do groundwork very, very well, but I just ended up like lying on top of them.
So when you say you beat them standing up, obviously you're not punching, are you?
No. So
what did you do? Throw them out of like a circle or something?
Not actually sumo wrestling.
No.
I've never watched judo, so I wouldn't know.
So basically, if you like to pick them up and you throw them and they land flat on their back, like complete like blah, then you win instantly.
Okay.
If you throw them and they sort of land like half on their side, half not quite, you get like a half point.
Yeah.
And then if you were then to do it again, you get the full point.
Okay.
Or you can go on the ground and you can use an arm lock or a strangle to tap them out.
Yeah, okay.
Or you can pin them on the ground for 20 seconds.
20 seconds is a long
Which is
time, isn't it?
It's a very long time.
That's so long.
Does that have to be is it like a wrestling thing where the shoulders have to be down, or is it?
Different pins you use.
Okay.
But basically you have to put their shoulders on the ground for 20 seconds.
20 seconds is a long time.
It's a long time. So basically...
Shawn Michaels can't even do 3 seconds.
So basically, I found myself like on top of them and was like, okay, I want to fucking grab a pin.
Are we talking about before the fight or
Again,
after?
this is before the fight.
I was just trying to think of more porn references, to be honest with you.
You know what? I sort of really regret bringing this up.
No, it's good. How many fights did you have that day?
Well, I had 2, which I won. But again, because I was very ill, I was offered some more fights.
You said nah.
But basically, by that point, my face was like fire engine red, and my heart rate was about 400 beats per minute.
That's decent.
And I was
How
like,
much was that actually? Because it was quite a dangerous level, wasn't it?
I mean,
Maximum heart rate is 220 minus your age.
I mean, I hadn't fought for like half an hour, and I was sitting in the chair, and my dad like took my pulse and was like, "Yeah, that's basically off the scale." So clearly, I just couldn't get enough oxygen in me. I couldn't really breathe very well. I'm going to stop, but I still remain undefeated.
Well done,
there you go. Undefeated all in all. You've never lost
I've never lost a competition.
your whole life.
No, nothing. Yeah. So
Is that what you were doing? Is that what all them medals are for? Judo,
no, that's for
powerlifting,
and some judo as well.
Okay.
But so basically,
unbeaten your whole life.
out of the 3 of
You
us,
also had like a 15-year gap in the middle of it.
Oh, he's still winning now, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Yeah.
Okay, fine, but like 5 years of actual judo competition in total, which I am undefeated. So basically, out of the 3 of us,
Fred Perry had lost a
two
tennis
of
match
us,
in like 15
2
years.
of us are undefeated in combat.
I'll take that.
Jason?
Nah.
No, not
Nah.
Jason's big into combat. One time we went to Norwich and someone punched him in the face and I tried to stick up for him. I've never been so happy people held me back. Because I would have lost that.
You were windmilling, weren't you? And I was just...
I wasn't windmilling, I was just...
Where was I?
I don't know. It was
Thanks.
This was our size group. One time, me and him went on a night out, and we got chucked out the bandbox, didn't we? Because I was sort of causing shit, and then someone threatened to burn my house down, and then I ran off, and Ben was trying to like have a go at him. Do you remember that?
So really, you just like people sticking up for it?
Yeah.
And then there was another time, weren't there, when I pushed someone up against the door?
Yes.
Oh, mate, you are fucking hard.
Headbutt me at the bar, didn't you?
You're a fucking hard
against
nut,
the door.
You're a hard nut. Go on, please tell this story.
Jason,
It's about 10 years ago now, isn't it?
how old were we? Like
18.
18.
So it was one of the first.
Jason had a friend. No, I had a friend.
Who just hated me.
Hated Jason.
Just didn't like
And
me
he was just
Josh spending
picking
time
on
together.
him.
Yeah.
And then I think he headbutted you
Yeah,
at
one
some
night
point.
I was just at the bar, and then I felt like a tap on the shoulder, turn around, started mouthing something, I don't understand what he was saying, then nutted me.
It wasn't a great nut.
Did
was
it
it?
hurt?
No, it wasn't a great note, his hair sort of flicked in the way.
And then I just pushed him up
Josh
against
saw
the
it
door.
all, sort of like dragged
His
him
hair
back,
cushioned
against
the blow.
door.
Yeah.
You tried, mate. You're a secret fucking badass, aren't you?
Well,
Yeah.
When shit hits the fan, Josh is there to defend his mates.
Yeah.
Me on the other hand, nah, fuck it.
I'll
But when he
lose.
texted
but-
me about the drama the other night, I was thinking, please don't ask me to come.
yeah, I wish I wasn't there.
Yeah.
When the police came,
I
they
don't fucking come. I don't
know,
know, mate.
when the police came, they were like, "Do you need an ambulance?" I was like, "Nah, mate."
Yeah, you should have milked it. She got, I've got whiplash. And
There's one outside as well. I was like,
You
"Nah,
turn
I'm
up
good."
with like one of those big collars from like Whiplash. You're like, oh,
head to toe in bandage. It was just like in the cartoon. Oh,
But yeah, that's me.
good on you.
It's
I'm
just-
proud of you.
yeah.
Proud
no.
of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank God, at least fucking 2/3 of this podcast is,
Yeah, I'm glad you
can
two
handle
defend
themselves.
yourselves.
yeah.
I'm sure you'd defend
basically-
Arthur.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah,
Yeah.
You'd go dad mode.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that you wouldn't be bothered to defend yourself.
No, but
You'd be
Arthur,
like,
you'd be all
you'd be
over.
like, you know what? Kill me.
I agree with that.
But I get the sense, like, I'm pretty sure if someone threatened your son,
yeah.
you would probably tear their head off.
Yeah.
Even if
Spoke
they
about
were
it
6
before,
years
didn't we?
old.
What would you say?
Even if they were 6 years old.
Yeah. There was some kid bitten the other day, and I really want to find that kid and have strong words with his parents.
Yeah.
We talked about before, didn't we? Like, what would happen if we were in a zombie apocalypse? I just think it'd just be too stressful for myself. I'd just off myself and just like, can't handle any.
It wouldn't even give it a try.
No. The breaking news. I'm like, there you go, off you go.
It's just a hoax.
Yeah,
April Fools.
It's just a parody, isn't it?
It's always Jason. Oh, God.
He's
It's just an episode of Walking
He's
Dead.
watching a zombie film, isn't it?
Is this happening? I can't do it. It's too stressful.
Cool. Well, gotta say, obviously this is our second episode.
Yeah.
We did actually have, weirdly, some downloads from our first episode.
Yeah, Josh put it on his Instagram story.
We did a little video from last week, which got like 230
Take that all
views
day.
or so.
Decent. Sorry, because some people come off that onto Spotify, and obviously Josh sharing it.
well.
Got a few views as well.
Check out on
Which,
TikTok.
Again, obviously, that's not massive amounts, but also for a first episode,
Yeah.
that's something.
For the first episode of three random
That's the
guys.
only advertising we've done. It's not
I've got to say, that is more than a lot.
Yeah.
Of podcast get. So
I'll wait for this episode to get
we have
done.
to keep up this sort of momentum. So
Thank you for listening.
and please listen on. But we will probably do one every other week, I would say.
Yeah.
Based on this, every 2 weeks. So so great.
Good.
So we're going to end this episode here. I've got to say thank you very much for listening. Jason, do you want to say something before you ruin the end of the episode?
Mate,
No, okay, that's fine. So I've got to say thank you everyone for listening, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah, in a bit.
Bye.
See ya.